Hi everyone, and welcome to my very messy desktop. So today we are just doing a quick project using the stackable mugs, the heat activated permanent vinyl, and the paperless transfer tape in the Joy size, because it's perfect for this size of project. That also came in all these came in the mystery, or comes in the mystery box that I had shared with you today that came out on Cricut. So this is what we're doing. As you can see, I've got 3 of my mugs done. There are 4 in total, and I have cut out an on design space this pattern that I made to fit the 10-ounce mugs using the template that you can get. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to weed it, and I thought I would do it on the video. This way you can see that if I have issues, I'm not denying it. Sometimes I do. Yeah. So we are going to, actually, you're going to see my note. I'm just going to move around my camera for a minute because I want to get a scraper. Because I'm just going to give this a scrape down. Sometimes I find that helps to release the vinyl. Other times I'll also do what's called a reverse weed, which is putting the transfer tape on here first and then removing it. But I'm going to try to do it the regular way. So I'm just taking a piece in the corner and I'm peeling it back. I'm going slow to make sure the pieces come off the top piece of the vinyl and stays on the bottom white piece. If it doesn't, I just use my pick to sort of give it a little bit of hand and give it a little bit of a push there to help it separate and stay down. Sometimes you got to use your finger to hold it, but yeah, you just sort of go slow. No rushes. Oh, there's one piece that stayed on, so I'll take it off. So just, oh, no little circle stayed up, didn't completely come apart. Oh, while I'm doing this, I've got my kettle here. I'm just going to turn it on. No, I don't usually have a kettle in my craft room. I know some people do, but I drink a lot of coffee, but not that much. I'd be going to the washroom too much if I did that and not getting much crafting done at my age and after having 3 children. So I'm just working slowly to release this. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, sometimes it's fast. But this is part of why we Cricut, to have this time to do this. Now this is, if you're new and you've never understood some of the terms, this is the term that you hear that people call weeding. You're weeding out the parts you don't want and leaving behind the part you do want. So I'm just, and if it rips apart a bit, as long as it's not ripping the design, don't worry about it. And just come back, release it. There, that's done. My pick is dull. I'm gonna have to open up a new one. That's okay. Okay, now I need to get some of these released because not all of them are. But that's fine. I'll just use my pick and pull back. So far so good. And I'm just going to continue on. With these. keep slowly peeling the top part off that I don't want. This is what's going to take the most time. It is a bit thicker of a vinyl, I find, but I just find if you use your pick to help when you are ready to pull a certain image or separate a certain image, then it seems to work. But if something doesn't, don't panic. There's always ways of solving it. I'm hoping you can see this. I just need to bring it a little bit closer for me. So I'm just still doing this. And yes, and when the mystery boxes are a great deal, you do have to be an Access member in order to get them because of them having the Cricut cuties in them. They're cute. And I loved all of your cutie on the shelf posts. As you can see, Kat, she actually, I sent her just because I decided that her post with the cuties drinking the alcohol actually made me laugh. And this year it's been a rough year, okay? I'm just gonna say that. And I really needed that laugh. It's not only been a rough year, right now it's been a rough couple of weeks. Big things have changed at my work, and yeah, I'm finding it just a little stressful, to be honest, but I'll get through it. And like I said, in this year it hasn't been the best year for me this year, but I'm still here, which is the main thing. And I just felt over and above the random giveaway, I wanted to acknowledge Kat. Is it? Yeah, Kat, sorry. Or Kate. Kat, sorry. That, I don't know why I said or Kate. I'm sure that's possibly, I'm not sure if Kat is short for Kate or Catherine, but I wanted to acknowledge Kat and in a way say thank you for being so creative and for putting a smile on my face and giving me a laugh, because it really did. It really gave me a big laugh. So you never know, guys. Just post, share things, share silly things, share meaningful things. Just share, because you never know when something's going to move me, and I just might do the same thing for somebody else. I love to be able to give things away when I can. I can't do it all the time because, well, I'm far from a rich person. I rely on the commissions from you guys using the affiliate links. And if you don't use them, then I don't have the money for buying these items. And when I do have a little bit extra, which I had enough to do a giveaway, but instead I chose to pick who I was giving it away to, and I gave it to Kat. But don't worry, there's still going to be more great giveaways. Actually, I'm going to be doing one very soon, in the next couple of weeks. Another one that's been sponsored by Cricut. And yes, I get these sponsors by Cricut. I do work with Cricut. And in order for them to continue doing these sponsors for us, our group needs to hit a certain amount of posts every day. We need to have a minimum of 10 posts a day. Which can be, even with a group our size, can be hard to hit. Everyone's busy, but yeah, if people can just partake the most you possibly can, it would be wonderful, because I would absolutely hate if the day comes and Cricut says, nope, can't do it anymore. Your group's not doing enough, not busy enough. So I'm going to try to step it up myself and start doing little videos like this one. And I've got a stick here. It's stuck on me a little bit. But I'm going to start doing a bit more how-to videos. I might even start doing some live crafting days where we all just get together, craft whatever we're crafting, and yeah, that might actually be fun, you know, where we just do a live and we craft together. I have to think about that. Maybe, I don't know how to do them, but I don't know if you need a special. It'd be cool if we could somehow do like a Zoom. I don't know if that's like something you have to sign up to do, or if anybody could sign up to do it, because I'm not paying for it. But because I'm cheap. I don't deny it. Yes, I'm rambling. I do that a lot. I tend to ramble. It's my one rare day off from my actual job. So I decide to spend a few minutes with you guys. And I have an issue with that one. It folded over on me. That's okay. We'll fix that. And that one's come up. We'll use that. See? We just use these to help peel them back. This one's coming up when it shouldn't be. We're almost got it off. Not much longer. So sometimes you think it's going to just pop right off and you just rip it. No, you don't just rip at it. You have to take your time and go slow, especially when it's a bit smaller images. Now, if you're using Cricut's iron-on vinyl, I just rip that stuff like I'm ripping a Band-Aid off my skin. Just rip her. And normally, I never have a problem with it. If it's something really, really tiny, then yes, I do take my time, because I would really not like having to recut the whole thing. Or I've actually searched through my garbage for the missing pieces. Heck, I've done it with this stuff, with regular vinyl, where you think you've got it all and you go to roll up the ball and you look at your image and you see, oh, there's a piece missing. Where's that piece? Well, it's in that ball of vinyl. I have gone and I have unstuck that ball of vinyl to find that piece and retrieve it. So I'm not going to deny it. I've done it. I'm human. We're all human. So when you start getting frustrated, just take a breath. Sometimes you have to walk away for a little bit. Biggest thing is take your time. Don't rush. There's no rush. But yeah, with work, I just got a new district manager. And of course, the manager, not of course. Okay, so I got a new district manager. And I'm the manager where I work. And my luck, like normal, which is normal my luck, he comes the day I was booked off to, is when he comes. So I just got off the phone with him. My one of my staff members who's at the store. I work in optical, just for those that don't know. But my optician actually is obviously at the store, and he called me and put me on speaker with our new district manager, and what a lovely, lovely gentleman. We had a great conversation. There's going to be a lot of new changes because the company has just been sold, and the new owners are going to be making big changes, or they already have made a lot of big changes, so I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, like I said, I'm rambling, but of course it happens. I'm off today and he shows up. I had a feeling he was going to. He had mentioned he was probably going to come on Wednesday, but there was nothing I can do because the person who did the scheduling last booked me off. Luckily now I'm doing the scheduling starting next week, so that'll be better. Okay, so this is now done. I'm going to get the linerless transfer tape for the Joy. It's perfect size. I'm not going to be wasting a whole lot. You could, and you can reuse this stuff, just so people know. So as you see, anything you do want to keep, you have it left on the white paper. What you don't want to keep, you just throw away. So we're going to get, I've also gotten rid of my nails recently and letting them heal before I get new ones. So this is the only thing wrong with the liner list, is it's loud. So I apologize about that. So I'm going to try and line that up as straight as I possibly can. Sometimes, depending on the size, since this is just a small project, I'm just doing it this way. But if it's a lot bigger of a project, then I will do it so that I'm applying my decal, it's stuck to my table, to the transfer paper tape instead of my transfer tape to the decal. Okay, because I'm doing transfer tape to the decal right now. So if I'm doing a bigger project, I'd flip it over, have the transfer tape like this, and the decal on top of that. And I didn't grab scissors, so I'm going to go over to my other area and grab some scissors. I have scissors in all my different areas. I've got a couple of crafting areas. One that I craft at sitting down, which is where I'm right now. I've got an area that I craft where I'm standing up. Okay, so I'm just going to move that out of the way. And just to make it easier for me, I'm going to trim this. I'm fine with losing this little bit of transfer tape because, to be honest, I've got a lot, but I'm fine with it. But you could save this. You just wrap it back up on your thing. Or what, I guess I just saved it. Or I used to, when I was upstairs, I'm in my basement, I took over our rec room is what I did. So my craft room is our complete rec room space. So I'm just going to trim this up so it's a little more even. Spot here for when I put it on the cup. Anyways, so when I was upstairs in one of our bedrooms, I actually used to take the transfer tape that I've used and stick it right to the window, because my space, my workspace, is in front of the window, and it worked fabulous. So I'm just going to trim this up a little bit just to get rid of that extra transfer tape. Okay. And I'm going to trim up my image just to try to give myself as straight as a bottom line as I possibly can. So I'm just following one of the guidelines on the transfer tape. Okay, so inside the box that has your cups, the stackable cups, you'll find these little boxes. And inside a little box, you'll find one of the mugs. They are very well packaged. Now I could go and get my mug holder. I really should almost, but not everyone has one, so I'm going to just do it without it, just to show you that it is doable. If you happen to have one of those cup holders, let me show you. Let me get it and I'll show you what I mean. It's just over in my tool bench. This is mine. What I use when I'm doing tumblers and stuff like that. You just sort of, it just holds it for you. But you don't have to use it. Maybe now that I've got it out, I will. I'm just going to line this up. What I do when I don't have one, because I did these when I was at work, and I didn't have my cup holder, so I just lined it up like this and went around. Now that I've got my cup holder, I think I'll use it. So I'm just going to check it out. There's a couple of different ways of doing this. You can pull the whole thing off and then do it, which sometimes is a bit easier because then you're sure that everything comes off on the paper. Or you can pull everything off and then put the paper back without pushing hard. That sort of keeps the stickies out of your way. Now I'm going to fold the paper back like that. And then I'm going to line this up to where I want it to sit. And give it a rub down. And as I'm going around, all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the back sheet and I'm just going to pull that. That's all I'm doing. Because I didn't say anything, but I showed you, I did it. I've already rubbed this down. And I already pulled it apart, so it should come off no problems, which it is. See, it's just coming right off, and it all came off, nothing left. So I'm just going to give that a push down. Looks like, that one. So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to snip my transfer tape just so that folds over there. That can fold right into there. I have a couple pieces that just because of the position I picked, I could have gone over this way further, but since I didn't, a couple of my pieces are giving me line-up problems. But that's okay, because I just solved it. Okay, so you've got this. So now I'm just going to use my hands, and I'm going to give it a quick rub. That's it, just a little rub. And I'm going to grab my transfer tape and start pulling it back. Oh, and that piece did not want to stay, so I'm just going to pull back and rub it down a little bit more. Sort of fold your transfer tape so it's like fold it in half as you're pulling. There you go. And pull back. I'm going to turn my kettle on again. So I want to make sure it's nice and hot. So now I'm just pulling back. Nothing else is coming off. Just the transfer tape. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Oh, that piece has come off. This is reasons why you don't do too fast. There we go. Oh, that piece wants to come off. Never work too fast. If you work too fast, that's when something might happen. Oh, see? There. All done. So, that's all done. Normally, I would wait. Now you can see it's a different color because I touched it. Normally I would wait about 24 hours or so before I did anything to it. This is now changed, hence why this is more purple. I hope you can see that. I can't tell. Yeah, I think you can see that. Okay, I'm bringing you in. So the top one is more blue, unfortunately, because I was touching it. Then these colors. So I'm going to add hot water to this one. And you can see it changing. Look at that. And just because I want to show you, I'm going to add it to the top one. And it's going to change even more. So isn't that cool? This is when it's cool, and this is when it gets hot. It is really a cool product, and it's in the mystery box that you can get right now. So hurry before supplies run out and get your mystery boxes. But please, please, please use my link to do